Found that locals have described Operation 513 as a fundamentalist, young earth creationist, oddly non-denominational bunch of kids who preach intolerance, anti-science, bigotry and hate speech. And of course that fell into place, because what better way to describe One Nation? And it's no coincidence that the group is homophobic, because it sums up the debate about marriage equality. We've got the majority of people in this country. We had an opinion poll that came out today that showed that even in the 12 most conservative electorates in the country, a majority of people want marriage equality. They want all Australians to be able to marry the person they love. And they want all Australians to be able to marry the person that they want to spend the rest of their lives with. The majority of Australians. And then you've got the evangelists. No, not the average everyday churchgoers, because we know that not just the majority of Australians, not just the majority of people in the 12 conservative electorates of government MPs, but the majority of Australian Christians support marriage equality. But there is a vocal minority who are making life hell for the rest of us, who are trying to loudly impose their antiquated views to anyone who will listen and to many who will not. So it's not surprising that people get fed up with that. It's not surprising that people see them as a public nuisance. There are public nuisances trying to loudly impose their views, views that are only held by a very small minority of Australians who are trying to impose that on us. And then we've got the situation of Minister Dutton, for example, who seems to believe that it's okay for business leaders to support him on things that he believes in, but when it comes to marriage equality, he'll go on gallivanting around the country, yelling like a self-appointed prophet that only he is allowed to have an opinion. Now, I was in Brisbane last week, and the people that I talked to in Brisbane last week had had enough. They don't want to be yelled at in the street. They do want to have common sense, polite, respectful conversations. And they are sick of a group of backward politicians stopping loving couples from marrying. They want to see us all to get over it, to allow our parliament to do its job, to legislate, to have a free vote in this parliament, to legislate for marriage equality. They want marriage equality now. And those people that I met in Brisbane last week, they are representative of the majority of Australians. They want us all to be able to come together respectfully, politely, recognise that this is a matter of love, it's a matter of equal rights, it's a matter of respect for everybody.